I'm excited for our fantasy draft. Like I said, 2 weeks from tonight, we'll be doing it live on our show. So it's going to be complete shenanigans. We're not going to be able to talk about anything coherently.
Nope.
So be prepared.
Oh, no, I mean, I'll definitely be able to talk. Anybody who is in our league, they should be listening because I will be talking crap about every pick that they make.
Yeah, of course. What's that?
Wait, what was
you
that?
took
What
Todd
was that
Gurley?
name?
Yeah, that sucks. You suck, Todd Gurley.
Le'Veon Bell with the second pick, garbage.
That is garbage because he's not going to play.
What was that draft date? I missed that.
August 28th.
28th.
2 weeks from tonight, live on the show.
It's like, you got a B, please.
Yeah, you got Antonio Brown. Pfft, should be drafting Matt Jones. He ain't played in 12 years. I'm drafting kicker first. That's how it goes.
Yep. All kickers. Every pick kicker.
Every pick kicker. So
I'm going the taco route.
So that way you have to trade. Like, you want a kicker? Give me Tom Brady.
Yep. Oh, you guys don't have any kickers? That sucks.
That's
I've got like
weird.
16 of them.
Oh man, our guys from Not a Clue are saying pick Manziel. Could be
Nice.
fun. Could be fun. It is the comeback season.
I heard it's going to be an awesome year for anyone listening for Darius Geis.
Shut up.
What? What's wrong with that?
Oh God. Unfortunately, Darius Geis is injured.
I was gonna say, I heard he's gonna be tearing it up.
Oh, man. Bad taste, but I like it. It had a sweet flavor to it.
Where does he play? He plays in ACL? No, ATL? No.
No, I don't know.
No, he's a Washington Redskin.
Yeah, who knows?
Regardless.
Guys, I can't find Aaron Hernandez.
He's hanging down there somewhere.
Oh, that was an even worse taste.
What? Now, I think we can all agree none of us are going to pick Tebow because of this taking a knee bullshit, right?
Oh, duh.
Wasn't he, like, in our roster as we went through last year?
He was.
Yeah. I thought,
Yep.
like, oh, he doesn't even play. That's interesting.
Oh,
That's why
I'm going Des Bryant all the way.
Josh Gordon. Because we had, like, what? Was it 20 teams last year? We're like...
Josh Gordon's actually not
It
a
was.
bad pick at a certain point because Josh Gordon, listen, that dude took like 2.5 years being suspended, came back and like hit the football field like he didn't miss a day.
Yeah.
Not a clue. Just said, didn't we win your 20-team league last year? You did. You guys beat Christine in the championship.
Well, thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Jark.
Only because there were divisions, which I am vehemently opposed to.
Yes, Dan
Well,
was
you
shit.
don't have to deal with it this year, so you're welcome.
It's only 12, and there are no divisions, but not a clue. Be on the lookout. We're going to be doing a college football draft, and you're invited to join. We'll discuss more in a little bit.
And not clue, I'm coming for the Shiva.
This would make crazy.
I don't have any expectations about how this is going to work.
I have no idea. All I know is I'm taking Drew Lock 1 overall.
This seems ridiculous.
You just hit the optimize button, all right? And then just see where it falls.
Christine just messaged. She said she's still bitter about that loss.
I can imagine.
Yep. We had a very lengthy discussion about that loss, and surprisingly, she didn't pay any attention, just kept hitting optimize, and it optimized the pick for her, and that's how she would win.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So,
I mean, if you go with those projections, I mean, it's, I guess it's not the worst thing you can follow every week.
right. So we getting back to the original topic of the preseason football, Goz is going to be calling.
Oh, that's where we were.
Goz is going to be calling in about 10 minutes or so. We'll finish talking about our preseason teams really quickly. Tony, you had a lot to be excited about with Saquon Barkley's very first run, going for 39 yards.
Yeah, he shows the ability of patience. He waited for the hole to open, strong cuts. And I think it's really just the tip of the iceberg with him. I don't think that he needed to do a lot in that game to like show the coaches like what kind of talent he is. One, we didn't pass to him out of the backfield. He was able to do a decent job as far as recognizing where he's supposed to be in pass coverage if he's blocking. he had the 39-yard run, and then he had a few more runs that were for minimal gains. But if you're going to get 3 to 4 yards every game, I'll take those. So we didn't really need to see him out there. Not to mention, Odell Beckham being on the field opens up a lot more, and we're not trying to rush him back either. And given what what Barkley's been doing receiving-wise in practices, embarrassing linebackers left and right, linebackers who have been in this league for a very long time, I don't know how much we're really going to see him for the rest of the preseason, because how much more do they really need to figure out with him? So I'm not paying any credence to the Giants preseason, other than the fact that I would like to see how Davis Webb and Laletta do. Laletta actually did pretty well.
Kyle Laletta, and we'll get to this in a couple of weeks when we talk about the NFC East. Next season, Kyle Laletta will be the starting quarterback for the Giants.
He will be he appears to be
Next
the heir
season.
apparent.
That's a bold claim.
He said he's the heir apparent, and I actually tend to agree with him there. I think that the Giants are actually okay keeping Webb on board, because Webb will be a very suitable backup going forward. So they're actually happy with what they ended up with under the pick from that seagull haircut looking motherfucker when he screwed everything up. So whatever, it doesn't matter. He's dead to me. He might as well be Allison Aguilar. Doesn't exist.
Okay.
He'll be a suitable replacement, but clearly it looks like moving forward, Laletta is going to be the one that is built in, is kind of the play style that the Giants want to do offensively going forward. And it's just going to be, we need to get him up to pace with the system and learn everything he needs to learn, and he'll figure it out. I mean, the kid bounced around with a bunch of different coaches and schemes in college, so it's not out of the realm of possibility that he's not going to be able to get his mind around something quickly.
I had said, and the guys from Not a Clue, Run the Point can back me up. Whoever gets Kyle Laletta gets a future. That is what he is.
Franchise QB.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, everybody in the New York markets, and this was all of them, were so upset that the Giants were going to go with Saquon Barkley, because they're like, oh my God, we're not going to get our future quarterback. How ironic would it be if they got them both in the same draft and all you chicken heads were out running out of control?
I personally
love the term chicken heads. Me too.
I do. I personally, when it came to the Giants, taking my fandom out of football, I still think the Giants probably should have addressed offensive line. Got a very good running back. Unfortunately, Darius Geis just happened to go down. Like Darius Geis, and still got Kyle Laletta in the fourth round.
But if you look at it that way, Will Hernandez is a good pick. He is a bruiser in the middle. He's the only thing that made UTEP relevant last year.
I mean, that's a good point. I have a hard time with rookie offensive linemen.
So do I. You're going to tell me that?
Cowboys have one?
Flowers.
Oh, God.
Yeah, your argument is null and void now. Whatever you were going to say to follow that up is not even close to my pain.
No. I'm agreeing with you. Eric Flowers was just painful to watch because he was so good in Miami. He was, I don't want to say a can't-miss prospect, but, come on, all you got to do is just block people. That's what you do. And you were very good at it. Why couldn't you do that? And you played in the ACC, which is known for pass rush. Why couldn't you translate what you had in Miami to what was happening in the NFL?
Because New York is cold.
It's got to be it.
Because that's the only excuse I can come up with. Because
he doesn't like blue.
I don't understand how you get to the NFL and then you get worse than you were in college.
The only argument that I can understand is maybe the fact that he had a quarterback who could escape pressure made him look better.
Yeah, but, I mean, there's not a ton of quarterbacks in the NFL that are that gifted in that area. Some can do it to some degree, but Tom Brady's not escaping many pockets all that often.
And that's why they lost the Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, that and he dropped the pass.
Well, you can't blame that one pass.
I can because
You're wrong.
It turns out that Fultz did the same thing on the exact same play in the exact same game, and he caught it for a touchdown.
Okay.
I can't blame him.
I understand that. But the fact that his offensive line wasn't blocking as well as they should have, that he's not a gazelle, more of a moose when it comes to running.
I guess that's an accurate depiction.
The fact that's the reason they lost all their Super Bowls. The Giants, when the Giants beat them in, what was it? Not the first one, Plaxico Burress?
Oh, 2000.
2008?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was right in there.
Yeah, the fact that a defense that was known for being subpar most of the season looked like Superman against him is because he cannot escape pressure, cannot run.
It was a perfect game plan every time we've played them defensively because the defensive game plan for Brady, and I don't know why teams don't realize this, rush his ass on every play. The moment he starts getting uncomfortable, and if you're not going to get there, simple concept. If you're not going to get to him, try and get to him, send the pressure, and if you're not going to get to him, put your hand up.
Right.
That's literally all you had to do because even Brady came over to the sideline during that game and took his helmet off and he was like, it's like passing through trees.
Yep. What I want to see, again, taking my fandom out of it, what I want to see from Saquon Barkley, I don't need him to run the ball in the next preseason game. So give him a couple handoffs, see what he can do. I want to get 2 or 3 good passes to him, see what he can do receiving in the NFL, and get 5 or 6 pass protection plays from him. See how he handles NFL caliber defenses and having to block for Eli or Kyle Aletta, whoever it is. I want to see how he handles pass block in the NFL.
Yeah, it would be nice to be able to get a gauge on that, although to be honest, I really don't have much worry about him. Because he was able to pick up pass blocks at Penn State and recognize. I mean, obviously the NFL is a different game, but as long as he knows where he's supposed to be, and all signs point to him being extremely intelligent as far as being able to pick up things quickly, I don't think it's going to be a problem. He's a much bigger running back than people seem to think. He's 233 pounds.
Yeah.
And he doesn't run like it.
No, he is insane. He's
but
such
you
a
see it with
athlete.
you remember that jump over the Iowa State player where the dude hit him in the hips and he just bounced off and he was like, oh, that's not going to drop me.
Yeah.
And he just kept going. Yeah. People then realize, they're like, oh, he's a truck. I get it now.
Yes. So that's what I want to see from him. Pass blocking and some receiving, whether he's lined up at receiver or out of the backfield. I want to see how he handles those in the NFL. Because the guy's vision is just insane. Anyways, Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
You got to see Josh Allen.
Did.
Yeah.
So you want to know my take on Bills QB?
Yeah. What do you think about Josh Allen?
Well, as Tony said earlier, it's going to really depend on how he does against starting secondary, starting defense. But I mean, in my take, start who's ever going to throw the least picks.
Yeah. So.
That being said, Peterman didn't look bad. He didn't look terrible.
No.
That connection to Calvin Benjamin seems to be there, which is nice to see Calvin Benjamin actually seeming like he's going to be living up to his potential, or at least trying to.
Yeah, it looks like he stayed away from the buffet table.
Yeah, that's nice. And Zay Jones isn't running around like a lunatic anymore. He's actually practicing. The one thing I will say about Josh Allen is the kid's got a freaking cannon, because there were 2 times that he bombed it a good 50, 60 yards. And if the wide receiver, 1, didn't stop running, or 2, just kept running full bore, he should have caught it for a walk into the end zone.
Yeah.
So I can't really blame that on Josh Allen. He put it where it was supposed to be. The guy just stopped running.
He can throw farther than Peterman.
Yeah, that's what he's known for. That's what he's been known for since the early Wyoming days.
He can throw hard, too.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, I'm worried that he's going to break fingers.
I think someone, who was it on game day, Kirk Herbstreit, said that he's a more athletic, less lazy Jamarcus Russell in terms of arm strength.
Well, that's great. I mean, how do you get any less lazier than Jamarcus Russell?
That's like anybody.
I'm less lazy than Jamarcus Russell, and I only walk an hour a day.
I'm not.
I see Allen kind of being like a gunslinger type. Like, he'll throw both a lot of touchdowns and a lot of interceptions.